Welcome everybody to RCW Fusion as we have a tag team matchup right on pat for you guys. Rhyme and Reason, the former RCW tag team champions, making their way out here. Now they are looking to get back in the title picture yet again. Now they have the Hit Squad to worry about. Those two guys, OSK and Tyler York, One Shot Kid and Tyler York, have been killing it lately since their return with 2 wins so far. And they were former tag champs as well, so I'd argue that besides the current champs, Fear, Rhyme and Reason and the Hit Squad are among the top 3 teams, with Fear obviously being number 1 at the top as champs. I wanted to make sure we got everything ready to go here today, as we, like I said in previous streams, we had issues with OBS and we had to do a complete reset and edit some settings around, and you know, it wouldn't be you wouldn't be a content creator if you didn't have to do that every once in a while, you know what I mean? As you have the Marshall brothers coming out here. Now they've had a run-in with the tag team champions Fear, and unfortunately for them, they came up short in their title matchup. And they're just looking to get back in the swing of things here, and with a victory over former tag champs, that could definitely help them. Now, folks, I turn your attention to our next premium live event. It is Slamfest on August 21st and the 22nd. The event is too amazing and too monumental to condense into one night only. Right here on Twitch, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Right here on Twitch. It looks like Caleb Reason and Geoff going to start this matchup here. And oh, look at this, the acrobatics here from Caleb in the enziguri. Now, Jacob Rhyme, the powerhouse of the 2 men of this team. Unlike Geoff Marshall and Craig Marshall, both of them are powerhouses, but look at the athleticism there from Geoff as he tried for the forearm and missed it. The dragon screw. Working on that leg. Look at this. The elbow drop lands flush there for Caleb. And I'm not sure what he slammed the mat about, but maybe he's just trying to get himself pumped up and ready to go. I don't know. Some type of motivation as the tag team here. Look at this. Jacob Rhyme coming in with that neck breaker there. And a cover and no count needed. Oh, looks like Geoff didn't realize that Caleb was not the legal man there. And that allows Jacob Rhyme to take over with a military press drop. But Jacob Rhyme knows who's legal. Look at this. You're seeing these frequent tags here. Look at so far from Rhyme and Reason. Look at this again. The enziguri right to the back of the neck there of Geoff. It's now a jawbreaker here. The Marshall brothers need something here. They need something to go right for them, because not a lot has been going right for them here in this tag division. We've seen a lot of changes here in RCW over the years. Our completely revamped women's division. You'll see the former women's champion Jewel Richter in action tonight against Ginger Jameson, as she prepares for her Hell in a Cell matchup against Bella Durov. As Geoff sends Jacob Rhyme down to ringside off of the apron. Now the Muay Thai knees here in the corner for Geoff, is now he's got Caleb isolated now. The double knees right to the sternum there. Of Caleb, and now Craig Marshall is now in. Now, like I said, the Marshall brothers haven't had much success yet in their tag tenure, as you get a count of 2 and a kick out there from Caleb. Caleb there was a little slow getting to that kick out. I mean, he must have had the wind knocked out of him there from that shot to the chest. And look at that, the spear. A slingshot spear right to Craig Marshall. And look at the cover and a kick out at 2.5. Now Craig Marshall in. Is now once again Jacob Rhyme and Caleb are killing it here, but Craig Marshall that time got up. It looked like a 1D there. Rhyme and Reason have worked so well together. That is why they are the former tag champs. You know, there's a reason why they were tag champs for a number of months. But nobody has been able to stop Fear lately, and we'll see if the Outlaws can. And Jason and Brian, as they will take them on at Slamfest, and tried for the splash there. And Craig Marshall steps out of the way, or rolls out of the way, rather. And Jacob Rhyme, he's got that power in him. But there's that speed from Craig Marshall. And that's what you're going to need to use against a man like Jacob Rhyme. You know, you're not going to beat him power-wise. You're going to just have to pull the quickness out of your arsenal. And again, there's that power on display from Jacob Rhyme. Pressing him. Almost like doing some workouts in the weight room there. And tried for the splash again and rolled out of the way. And that, the ribs becoming an issue with a spinning back fist there. And Jacob Rhyme making the mistakes we don't normally see him make here. And the RCW fandom counting along to those punches as the cover goes in. 1 and a kick out. Jacob Rhyme with the defiance. And Jacob Rhyme lying in wait for his buddy. And not sure what he was doing there. He was hesitating a little bit. And he saved his buddy, and that allows him to take over. And a flex of the muscle for Jacob. And a shot with the right hand. On Irish whip into the corner. And there goes G off there. As he's charging up that clothesline. Here it comes in the corner. And Jacob Rhyme feeling it. The man's feeling it now. Looking for the Chi-Town combo. Boom! Right there. The Chi-Town combo. The Chi-Town native there. But waited a little too much time. Allows Craig Marshall to take over. Drop down. Leapfrog over. And a shot right to the midsection. Going right after those ribs again. Stiff elbow there to Jacob Rhyme. And that slight hesitation again. That's a rookie mistake there. That's not something you usually see from a man like Jacob Rhyme. But Jacob Rhyme, look at that power. And again, Geoff Marshall and Craig Marshall just toying with these guys. Now trying to wear down Jacob Rhyme, and that's what you got to do. You can't beat him by power. You're going to have to just wear him down or try some way to at least slow down the power of Jacob Rhyme. And there's the kick out at 1. This man's tough as nails, I must say. Irish whip into the corner. Again, another clothesline. He looks right at Craig there. Takes the stiff elbow shot. Another knee shot there. And that last knee shot right to the face Busted Jacob Ryan wide open, and a powerbomb lands flush there for Jacob Ryman, again going after Craig. Finally gets it. And and that stiff punch. It's that Chi-Town in him. As now they're looking for the final judgment. This is what won them the tag team championships a number of years ago. There it is. The final judgment. Referee took a little bit to get down there. Caleb's fired up, and now a kick out there from Gian. And the elbow drop lands there for Caleb. Shades of the megastar, LA Knight. And Jacob Rhymes says, no, not today. And that allows Caleb to take over. Caleb, though, Insaguri there, and the quickness of Caleb on display here, trying to make the tag, trying to crawl over. And Caleb's putting a stop to it. Backstabber to Craig. That allows Geoff to take over now. I like the thinking, stop the tag. And it seems that the Marshall brothers can't get anything moving. Rhyme and Reason are just too well cohesive together. Look at that. That's super kick. Elbow drop again. And he's going to try for it again. There it is. Once again, Craig in the corner here. Or Geoff, I should say, in the corner. Craig on the apron. Now he's taken out. And Rhyme and Reason just know what they're doing here. They're taking over. Oh, what a boot. Second rope. Right in for Caleb in a flatliner. That was pretty. And looking for final judgment. Oh, Geoff got out of the way, though. Geoff goes all the way to the other corner. Tried for a forearm and missed it there. I'm not too sure if that was such a great decision now. He's rolling out, needs a breather. There's Craig taken out. Now Caleb with a double axe handle. He's got to get him back in the ring, though. Turned his attention for 1 second, and you can't give them any breathing room, no matter what tag team they are. And it seems like both men getting back into the squared circle now. Look at that takedown, and oh, look at variation of a house call there. Famous by Swerve Strickland. Tried to take Geoff over to the corner for final judgment, but Geoff has other plans, and a kick right in the corner. Another kick right there to the midsection. He's going after the midsection of Caleb as Caleb is down now. Craig Marshall coming in. Looked to run right after Jacob, but thought against it. Going right after the back, and that's a good decision there. You can't lift if you don't got a back to do it with. That's why they say lift what, with your legs or your knees, not your back? You wear out your back that way. And Caleb knows what he needs to do here. They both know. Now look at her final judgment. The leg drop. It's gonna be it now, too. Almost. The Marshall brothers finding a way to stay in this thing. Not sure how, but they are. But look at this Chi-Town combo. And they're going to hit it again. This time, Caleb. Final judgment again. This time you got Geoff up there. He's gone now. And Ryman Reason gonna take this one. There was a couple of bright spots there for the Marshall brothers, but these guys are former tag champs for a reason. No pun intended. As Ryman Reason looked to get back in the title picture, and the Hit Squad are right in the way. As Ryman Reason get the victory here. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with Fusion right after this. That's right, folks. We have SCW, our eFed partner. You can check that out on my Mod Youngson's TikTok on Fridays. There's really no set time. However, you can follow my Mod Youngson's channel over on Twitch, because sometimes they'll do it on Twitch as well. And also, there you can follow his Discord and keep up with everything SCW, as we've been partnered up with them for a number of years now. As Ivy Nichols makes her way to the squared circle. Now, Ivy Nichols coming off of a matchup against Morgan Reese, which unfortunately she came up short in. At Declaration, but she definitely proved to be a worthy opponent nonetheless. Let's see if she can get something moving tonight against Amaya Blackwell. Now there's a little thing we like to do here on the channel. For those of you that aren't familiar, there's a little thing we like to do. There's an FTB, fuck the Blackwells. That's always been a thing. We've always done it for a number of years now, but Amaya Blackwell, luckily, she's not really the one that gets as much hate as her big brothers and Big Nasty Bubba Blackwell, the former world champion and current Intercontinental champion, and that just pains me to say that, Bryce Blackwell. And Bryce Blackwell, he's going to face Bobby Saturn in a matchup. Not too sure what that matchup is going to be just yet. But I know there's no countouts are going to be applied, because it was Bryce Blackwell who retained his title in the most cowardly way possible with a countout victory at Declaration. And Ivy Nichols right now with a flurriness of offense here. onto Amaya Blackwell, and she goes for the first cover of the matchup and a kick out at 2. Now, like I said, Ivy Nichols was in that matchup against the River City Renegade Morgan Reese. And now for once, Morgan Reese is not really seen as the underdog, now being the top dog, if you will, in the women's championship division. Now she picked that up on a win in an episode of Fusion. You can check out that matchup, that individual matchup, in a video over on my channel, as well as the full episode of Fusion there in the playlist marked RCW Fusion. You can check all of that out over on my YouTube channel. Enter the command YT in chat if you're watching with us over on Twitch. There's a big boot there, and there's that senton. And not even a solid cover there. Not even a solid count, rather. As Ivy Nichols is taking it right here to Amaya Blackwell with that drop kick right to the side of the head. She looked passed out there, but just a count of 1. Amaya looking a little bit of worse for wear here. Now Amaya has that clothesline. Looks like she's trying to get back into this thing. Now Morgan Reese will face Tiffany Max. As this past week on RCW, we saw a fatal 4-way elimination matchup. And Tolly Xander not too happy. She got tapped out and eliminated by what most would call a rookie. So Tiffany Max and Morgan Reese are going to run it back. Those two faced off before. And now they'll run it back once again at Slamfest. That, again, folks, coming your way August 22nd and the 21st. The 2-night extravaganza to celebrate our 6-year anniversary of our show. August 21st, 2018 is when we started this journey. And we're continuing it to the same way we started it, all together right here, right now. It's the swift kicks here. And another cover here for Ivy Nichols, and no count. Referee took a little bit too much time there. Now Ivy going top. Rope, and nobody home there. Roll through, though. Amaya Blackwell able to take advantage. Now Amaya, lackluster cover. 1, 2, kick out. Amaya not too thrilled about that, but to be fair, she hasn't gotten much offense here in this matchup. As of yet. Now, like I said, Amaya Blackwell not one to get too much hate compared to her two brothers, but there's the money bomb. Didn't go for the cover afterwards. She's just waiting for the chick kick to be connected with, and oh, Ivy Nichols was ready for it. And now Ivy Nichols now. Canadian destroyer right onto Amaya Blackwell. She may be out after that. Ivy Nichols got it. No, a kick out at 2.5. Would expect nothing less from Ivy Nichols, folks. Judging by that matchup she had with Morgan Reese, there was a reason why she was in that matchup. She earned it. The jawbreaker there, right to Ivy Nichols. Now Amaya looking to take her over to the corner. Amaya with a shoulder tackle in the corner now. A couple of stomps there to the midsection. Now there's been a couple of injuries plaguing our women's division. You have Morgan Reese mentioning her ribs being injured a little bit. You have Ginger Jameson with bruised ribs there. Now the cover from Amaya Blackwell, and almost had that at 2, but they're cleared to compete, but they're still a little bit injured. You know, they're not 100%. Ginger Jameson in a matchup tonight against Jewel Richter, a former women's champion in her own right, as Amaya Blackwell tried for the double axe handle and nobody home there. The stiff elbow strike there. And Ivy Nichols hammering away. And a smack right across the face. A little bit of disrespect there, but the Blackwells have disrespected RCW for a long time. Some people call them the plague of RCW because they've done a lot of harm to it. Now Ivy Nichols now up on the rope here. DDT. Spikes Amaya Blackwell. Down for the count here. Count of 2. Kick out from Amaya. Now Amaya tried for the chick kick earlier, but ever since it has been all Ivy Nichols, and now looking for slide spread right here. Hook of both legs, right to Amaya Blackwell. She's got it. No, a kick out at 2.5, and Ivy Nichols thought she had it there. And oh, looking for the stop with an RKO. Amaya Blackwell took a page out of Randy Orton's playbook there. Now looking for the money bomb. You gotta have her money. There it is. Didn't hook the leg though. That's something she usually does. She hooks the leg after the money bomb, but once again, did not. She's hit that twice now and has decided against it. Looking for the 450. From the top onto Ivy Nichols. 1, 2, kick out. And Ivy Nichols tough as nails here. Amaya has the veteranship over Ivy Nichols. Ivy Nichols was in the Serenity tournament. Eliminated from it, however, she was in it. She was one of the eight women in that tournament. And I believe Amaya was as well, if my history is correct. 2, and a kick out once again from Amaya. But Ivy Nichols looking to get back into some type of title picture. Even if it's not for the world titles, you still have the Serenity title, currently held by Alex Bishop. But Lexi Starr, the first ever Women's Royal Rumble winner, she's next in line for that. And she chose Alex Bishop as her opponent in a DDT. Once again, and Ivy Nichols fired up here. Referee may want to get out of the way as Ivy Nichols dives in on Amaya Blackwell. Oh, but Amaya turns the tables and does a little bit of taunting of her own. I wouldn't stay out there for too long. Ivy Nichols played a little bit of mind games there, forcing Amaya to get back in. Oh, and a spin kick. Catches Amaya here. She may have her. And 2. There, Amaya's still in it. She looked like she pulled off a black mass kick there. And a splash right there. Taking a page out of her big brother, Big Nasty's playbook. With a nasty splash. Now Amaya, you can see the expression on Ivy's face. She wasn't too happy with that, and a backbreaker. She's traveling away there. Another backbreaker there. Again, another lackluster cover from Amaya as the referee takes a little bit to get down here, and that gives enough time for Ivy Nichols to kick out. Now she might be looking for that splash again. Oh, Ivy, though. Ivy got up to her feet. Ivy caught her. After avoiding the accidental Canadian Destroyer. The Destroyer destroys Amaya and gets the victory for Ivy. You go to the well too many times and you pay for it. She only tried to hit the chick kick once. And she's been going for that splash quite a bit lately, and it's worked. But not that time, as Ivy Nichols redeems herself here with a victory over a huge veteran. And I mean Ivy Nichols is ready for her next chapter. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this. That's right, folks. You can catch our flagship show, RCW, over on Twitch here, right here on Twitch, on Wednesdays, as we have Jewel Richter coming out here, the former women's champion. Now, she's had a lot happen in her career. In the Serenity title tournament, won against Lisa Primetime to get into the match at Exodus, which ultimately made Lisa Primetime tap out, as Bella Durov was champion at that time, and she made Lisa Primetime tap out, getting the title, and then losing the title to Morgan Reese. And Bella Durov has had quite a lot to say about that, saying if you can't have the title, or if I can't have the title, rather, then nobody can. As you have Ginger Jameson. Now this woman had an Extreme Rules matchup with Sky Outlaw at Declaration, and came out the victor there. Now it was Ginger Jameson that was attacked in the Serenity title tournament by Sky, as Sky had basically stole her spot, and ultimately became the champion, and then lost it to Alex Bishop in her first title defense. Now Alex Bishop will defend that title against Lexi Starr, the Royal Rumble winner, the Women's Royal Rumble winner, the first ever Women's Royal Rumble winner, as Lexi Starr came in at the number 1 spot and outlasted 19 other women to be the one to main event Slamfest. So she'll main event one of the nights of Slamfest, in addition to Desmond Wright, who will take on Sinister, the RCW World Champion. And we're going to hear from the Brotherhood next week on RCW, so make sure you tune into that, folks, over on Wednesday of next week, as we have the knees right to the ribs of Ginger Jameson. Remember, I said earlier in the matchup with Ivy Nichols and Amaya Blackwell that a number of women have had rib issues, and that being Ginger Jameson, one of those women being Ginger Jameson. And she told me that everything's all good and dandy now, but, you know, after you get some bruised ribs or broken ribs or whatever, you're never really the same. You know, it's the same thing with like tearing your ACL or MCL, meniscus or whatever. Your knee is never the same. You know, those are like two parts of the body that where, you know, even though they're surgically repaired or healed up, your body's never really the same after injuries like that. So, you know, that's something to definitely keep an eye on. As Ginger Jameson looking to catch the former women's champion off guard here with a pin. Count of 2 here, and almost had it. That could have been over real quick. But Jewel here with the quick strikes, but Ginger's quick in her own right and going right after the ribs again with the insult to injury. Now the second rope here, and now look at the splash, and that's not going to help the rib issue. Again, Jewel trying to get this over with early, and there might be a little bit of anger, a little bit of animosity towards Ginger, and not necessarily because of anything Ginger did, but because of everything that Jewel has had to go through with Bella Durov the past couple of weeks. You know, Jewel had put Bella Durov through a table and, you know, the constant attacks and everything. It's a takedown into the dab that's famous there for Ginger as she hooks the leg here. Count of 2. Almost had the victory over a former champion. And, you know, there might be a little bit of built-up frustration and built-up anger from Jewel here as looking for the flatliner and lands it there. Hooking the leg right away. That's very smart there. She almost had it at 2. And I like the moxie of Ginger here. She's taking advantage of everything and showing off that attitude that she had in the Extreme Rules match. And it was Bella Durov that said, "I'm in your head. That's why you lost your title." You know, like I said, Morgan Reese went into that match as an underdog, and now she is the top dog, if you will, atop the women's division as champion. Now, right now, Jewel definitely not looking like herself. She's trying to find a way back in this thing here. Both ladies back into the squared circle. It's now Jewel now. Irish whip. Oh, tried for the double knees. Did Ginger. Missed it. Couldn't take advantage. And oh, plants Jewel on the back of her neck there. That could be a problem because that's like a shoulder stinger. And look at this. Couple of kicks there in the Ushigoroshi. AJ Styles is known for doing that. This has been pretty much all Ginger up to this point now. Now looking for the air raid crash, perhaps. This is what won her the matchup against Sky. At Declaration, look at this. Air raid crash. From Ginger for the victory over on Jewel. Just got the shoulder up. And Ginger going up top here. And she calls up Jewel to her feet. Jewel a little dazed, but able to avoid that drop kick. Look in the arm here of Ginger. But Ginger props right back up here. Not going to go down without a fight. There's Jewel hitting the ropes, and that drop kick takes her down for the time being. Second rope here as Ginger rolls over into the splash. And landed it beautifully. And look at this. A little bit of pent-up frustration. That's been common. We've seen it all throughout this matchup here. And Jewel's going to take Ginger to the outside again. She's not done there, calling her up to her feet and talking a little bit of smack along with it. Is Jewel going to get a running start and play a little bit of mind games there? A smack right across the face and another one and a drop kick right to the back of the head. This new attitude coming out of Jewel here. This is not the kind of offense we're used to seeing anyway. As Ginger resets the count here. Both women were charging towards each other and Jewel's gonna hurt after that. The cactus driver right on the rampway. Couple of knee drops to follow it up as well. Count of 6 here. They have a count of 10 to get back into the squared circle. Count of 8 here. And both ladies are in now. Well, Jewel's about to be in. There she goes. Is that a smack? A little subtle smack there again. Jewel was going to go to the top, but now you're not safe there. Ginger thought she was safe in the corner, but this time she's not. Jewel looking for the avalanche Spanish fly from the top rope. On Ginger. Looks like Jewel hurt herself there. On the way down to get the victory over Ginger at a kick out. You gotta love it. These two great women's matchups ranked back to back here. The drop kick there is Jewel can't stop anything. Can't stop, won't stop. And there's Jewel again. As Jewel was a little far there, and puzzling decision, and that allows Ginger to take down Jewel with the tap. And for the win over the former women's champion, kick out at 2.5. You gotta love what you're seeing here from our women's division here tonight on Fusion. There's Ginger. Looks to take her over to the corner and successfully does. Ginger gets out of dodge there. Or Jewel, I should say. And look at this. Caught her into the air raid crash. That slight hesitation allowed Ginger to catch Jewel into the air raid crash. She could have the victory. No. Just at the last second. And now Jewel in the drop zone now, but oh, Ginger's got other plans. Looking for that crossbody, got caught into the scoop slam. And now she's calling for it. Look at this. Oh, the cutter. I have never seen that from Jewel, the cutter and kick out from Ginger. Wow, I've never seen that. But there's always a first time for everything. As Jewel down crossbody lands it. Oh, but Ginger now caught Jewel, she caught Jewel, and Ginger's got it. A slight hesitation allows Ginger to get the victory here. And all right, folks, here we are with your main event. And you know this, man. It is Ortolaza, the king of beasts. Making his way out to the squared circle. Now this man, he's had a lot happen to him in the past month or so. He's had this issue with Tiger. Going all the way back to June at Exodus, where he was challenging Tiger for his world title in a last man standing match that ended very, very quickly, I might add. So we restarted it. Ortolaza won that match, by the way. The match was restarted, and the match was revamped to a normal mano-a-mano, one-on-one matchup. And Tiger ultimately won that. We wanted to make sure that there was a fair victory. No shenanigans. And Ortolaza has felt screwed by Tiger. He was eliminated by Tiger in the number one contenders match, which ultimately gave Tiger the right to face Big Nasty, the former champion, all the way back at RCW Breakpoint in May, which ultimately started the reign of Tiger. So this rivalry goes back a number of months now. As you have this man right here, he's all about money. And let me tell you, this man coming out to the squared circle right now. He's a man on a mission. It's Jayson "Money" Moreno. One half of Glitz and Gucci with Austin Lee, the excellence of arrogance, our former king of the ring and former world champion. Now, Moreno, you may notice, he came out here alone tonight. He said to Dax Price, the manager of Glitz and Gucci, stay back there. Same with his partner, Austin Lee. And now, if you remember a number of months ago, Austin Lee and Jayson Moreno had a conversation backstage that wasn't really that great for Glitz and Gucci, because Jayson Moreno had said, we've done this before, we've done this multiple times, we're great single stars, but for whatever reason, we just can't get the job done. And he's right. Every single title match that they've had for the tag titles, they've always come up short. And that's when Austin Lee called upon the services of Dax Price. See if they could turn it all around. But right now, Jayson Moreno focused on one thing and one thing only. And that is Mr. Ortolaza, the Mastodon, right here, right now. Now the King of Beasts off to a great start here on Moreno. Now Ortolaza, he can't be thinking about Tiger. Him and Tiger have been playing this like psychological warfare a number of weeks. And honestly, if you're telling me, like, this is the most, I guess, childish I've ever seen Tiger act, and it's not really an insult to him, really, because he wouldn't have to resort to this if it weren't for Ortolaza just not taking the L. You know, you could say that you were screwed all you want, but, you know, that quick count like that, we can't have a matchup end like that. It's got to be fair. And he had a chance to win it again. Normal mano-a-mano, and he didn't do it. As Jayson Moreno looking for the quick victory over the King of Beasts and a kick out. But those two will face each other in what will be a Falls Count Anywhere match. They can go anywhere in Moscow. That should be one for the ages, folks. But that is in a few weeks' time at Slamfest, August 21st and the 22nd. Set your calendars, set your alarms. Right here, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. As it stands right now, I believe it's up to 10 matches, split into 2 nights. But the card is always subject to change for Slamfest, as we have the 3 amigos here. As Moreno looked to be busted open, but a rope break saves Moreno from the cover now. Ortolaza had the table switched around him. Now he's got Moreno back in there again, and oh my! Throwing Moreno Off of the top turnbuckle, lackluster cover, kick out at 1 only. And Ortolaza looking to dive away, but nobody home. He played a little bit of, tried to play a little bit of games there, and Ortolaza got a little overzealous. Perfect bait. From Money Moreno. And you know, if I'm Moreno here, I can't worry about my tag team partner issues, the issues as a tag team star. I got to worry about the beast right now, the king of beasts, that is Ortolaza, the mastodon. Both men back into the squared circle now. Ortolaza having trouble getting to his feet. Jayson Moreno helps him out with that. Sweeping the feet. Oh, what a kick to the back of the head there. Sweeping under. And look at that. That was beautiful. Taking a page out of Nakamura's playbook there with that one. But Ortolaza gets him quick with the drop kick there. And Moreno with a quick jab. And now he's fired up now. Ortolaza's got to take a breather. And Moreno got to dive on the big man. I couldn't follow it up with anything, though. But I like the moxie from Moreno. Pulled through there, Moreno. Catches Ortolaza. The quickness there on display. And referee got in the way inadvertently there, and Ortolaza had to change plans. And you hear the boos rain down. The RCW fandom not too fond of Ortolaza. It looks like Moreno caught Ortolaza with that strike and a kick out of 2. And now look at this Northern Lights. Now Moreno, Money Moreno up top now. Looking for that elbow drop. Look at that. The fanciness from Moreno. Beautiful execution, but a rope break. And that's not going to do anything for him. He's looking for the Gucci driver made famous by his friend Austin Lee, but Ortolaza said no. Ortolaza, super kick right to the face. Super kick right to Moreno. Moreno's out, and a kick out at 2.5. And he's like, that's it. It's over. It's done. Looking for the 3 amigos. There's 2. And there's 3. Hook in the leg as well, and another rope break. There's been plenty of those. Ring awareness. Now looking for the rock bottom. Missed it. Oh, this is perfect for Moreno. Moreno set it up. Gucci driver. Turned it around into the pin. Gucci driver on Ortolaza. Almost had it at 2. That was fantastic. Remember, folks, this is your main event if you're just joining us here on Fusion. The Mastodon, Ortolaza, the King of Beasts, Ortolaza. Duking it out here with Moreno. One half of Glitz and Gucci with Austin Lee. And Austin Lee got to be proud of what he's seeing from his partner here. Same thing with Dax Price. They need to work on some things as a team, but like Jason has said multiple times, they're great single stars. Look at that elbow drop there. Bad camera angle nonetheless, but landed it flush. Jayson Moreno's out, but he powers out at 2. And Ortolaza's got to be fuming right now that he doesn't have this done and over with. And again, another shot to the midsection. Ortolaza again just toying with Moreno here. Tried for the knee strike, and he tried for too much there. Ortolaza may be in trouble. Spun around. Dropped. With a tiger suplex into a bridge here. Almost had it. And look at Moreno. Look at this man go. Just when you think you have them all figured out, you don't. An elbow strike right to the head there. Now looking for the Gucci driver once again. Gucci driver incoming here. Got it. The Gucci driver 1, 2 for the win. Kick out. Ortolaza still in it. Aboard Ortolaza. Ortolaza catches Moreno. He caught Moreno. Ortolaza with the victory. Wow. Ortolaza with a victory, but wait a minute. That's Tiger.